Okay, today is demo day. We're going to be replacing this floor with the same flooring we have in the laundry room. So we've taken just about everything out of here, but this is going to be all different. The bad spot is actually right over in here. We have water damage. You can't see it, of course, but it's soft through there. And yeah, we're going to be ripping all this up. He's taking a shelf down. It's going to be fun cutting around all these different angles, and the toilet's going to be really fun to go around. He's taking everything off the shelf. That's easily removable. Lift that out of there, and then we'll get to scraping up the floor. It's going to get ugly before it gets pretty. Mission accomplished. Got that out of there, and there's our little access hole. I'm glad that shelf will go back there to cover that up. Be easy?
No.
No? Oh, he glued it. Ah.
He freaking glued
it. Yes, I'm videotaping. Whoa.
No, that's not what I was thinking about. I said, did you say no cursing?
Here's you can tell, it's the main spot of the water damage. And that's that's the area we're going to concentrate on as far as replacing the floor underneath. And the rest of this will stay on here. The previous owner really super glued the flooring down, but we got it up. And a little bit of damage there, but it's not soft or anything. I'll just clean that up. But yeah, we're making progress. Got it almost all scraped up, and here's the old flooring in pieces, and gotta put the rest of it in the bag over there, and I'm gonna sweep it up a little bit. And the previous owner evidently did layers in some spots. It's thicker in some spots than others. Oh joy. Sheesh. Okay, we got everything tore up. That's the bad spot over there, as you can tell. That's what he's cutting out. You can see he made a mark there. That's what he's cutting out. And there's the wood he'll be replacing it with. And then he's got to cut glue on to fit over that. And then we'll nail that down. And then we can start on putting down squares. We're not too worried about, that's like surface watermarks from over the years. It's solid as can be underneath. Some looks bad, but that is the bad spot when you step over there, particularly where it's really dark towards the tub. It's really soft. So that needs our immediate attention. It's needed it for years. It's just gotten progressively worse throughout the years. Had a water leak with the water line underneath, and we didn't know about it because the line didn't burst. It was just spraying from a spot evidently, and it weakened underneath there, and we didn't notice it until we stepped over there, and we felt like the floor was really warm and it was starting to like bubble up. So Lord only knows how long that was going on before we caught it, and then he had to crawl under there and fix it, and actually he's had to fix it twice. It happened twice on us. But now we shouldn't have to worry about that with having all of our water lines replaced. So now's the good time. It's good that we didn't replace it until now, because now the water lines are the way they should be and we shouldn't have any issues. And we discovered the reason why it was so much thicker over here with this glue or whatever he put down. You can see a circle cut out around the toilet. Evidently he had repaired that. The previous owner had repaired that, and he like double glued everything. It was layers, a couple layers of it. So we chipped that away, and we're not gonna, I hope we're doing the right thing. We're not going to tear up all this glue because it's really smooth. And I can't imagine us being able to scrape all that off. It's just going to be ridiculous. So we're just going to see how it goes and pray that just putting the squares over top will be fine. But yeah, it's getting there. This actually, I don't think is going to take us as long as the laundry room did. That was insane, that little room over there. So, well, hubby's going to be back in here to do his thing. So, see you later. Okay, progress so far. We got the new floor in. And now he's out about to cut the luan to put down in there to match up against the old stuff. And then we will put, I don't know if it's going to happen today. We might get started. I don't know. Then we'll start putting the same type of flooring we have in there, in here. It's a disaster area right now. Very much. But it'll be worth it in the end. I was gone for a good part of the day, and Ken didn't have to go into work early, so he spent time while I was gone laying down a good part of the floor. I couldn't believe it. I come home and he did a lot. He kind of left the edges for me. No, he just, that's all the time he had for. He wanted to get the center of it done. All this stuff is still in disarray, but the toilet and underneath there has to be done. But that's the pillow. That's a rag on top of a pillow that he used to be on his knees to ease the pressure. But doesn't that look nice? It's going to flow so nicely out here. All nice and purty. And when things are put back the way they should be, it'll look even better. But, wow, what a difference. I can't remember if I took video. I know I got pictures, but video of the floor without any of this on it. It's pretty much like that. It was. And, but now it's all getting all nice and purty again. So it'll be fun measuring and cutting this stuff, especially around the toilet, because it's not, it has curved edges and stuff. So, and then around that water line there. I might tackle it sometime tonight, or just wait till tomorrow when I'm not so tired. Because when I'm tired, bad things happen, and I don't want to, ruin anything. I mean, we have plenty of squares. We probably won't even finish off that box. We bought 3 boxes, and this is only the second box, and there's still quite a lot in there, as you can see. Probably like half a box. So I'm not going to be using half a box on this, unless I really ruin a lot of the squares. But man, that's going to look, it's already looking pretty snazzy, despite the clutter in here. But yeah, it'll get done probably tomorrow. And yeah, wow, it's looking like a real bathroom and laundry room area. And this is laying down nicely, because this was, well, it's uneven there a bit, but it's still sticking pretty good. As we walk on it, it'll stick even better, but it was hard to get it even because the floor isn't even. Well, we'll get her done. I do believe the floor is done. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, that was tricky around these cuts and stuff. Oh my, I was at this for hours trying to get this right, especially around all that stuff, which there's still a tiny piece where the hose is. I don't know if you can see it. I didn't get that little sliver. but the rest of it's covered up. And it's not perfect, you know, you can see tiny gaps around there, but we can put some caulking or something around it. But oh my, it was challenging, all this measuring and stuff, and sometimes I had very dyslexic moments. I'd cut it backwards, or I'd cut pieces off that I was supposed to keep, you know, and then trying to match this stuff up, which, you know, a couple of it, you know, it starts getting it's off kilter here. I mean, it matches there really well, and then it gets off kilter, but we did the best we could. That's about the only spot that's really off kilter. Everything else is matching pretty well. Had to replace another one over in that corner because I had it too gapped, but I got that all nice. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm just glad it's done. Done, done, done. What was I gonna say? I can't even remember what I was gonna say. But yeah, around the toilet was a challenge. But wow, it's so nice, and we don't have a soft spot anymore. It's no rotted wood underneath. Probably can't tell in the video here, but there are some imperfections as far as it's not totally absolutely flat in some areas. We tried our hardest. We sanded, we did a bunch of things, but in some spots you can feel that it kind of is a little uneven, but it's not bad at all. I mean, it's a whole lot better than it was, and there's, you know, we got all the water damaged areas, you know, in the laundry room over there. That's all done. And the spot that was over here is all done. I'm pretty happy. We're gonna put molding all around, or whatever you call it, trim. When we say molding, people are like, huh? Yeah, trim around the spots there, you know, around things to cover up any bare areas that, you know, because we didn't cut properly or something. But we used, I think it was 2 whole boxes for both the laundry room and the bathroom. And there's 45 squares, so they're 90 square feet. But we have some left over pieces of it, which I used as much scrap, you know, from cutting in other places as I could, but I used every single square in the second box. I used them up anyhow. We have 1 box left if we should have to do a repair job or something. So, and I did have to take up like around the toilet there. It just was bugging me. It was not right, so I ripped it up and did it again, and that turned out much better. I'm glad I did rip it up. That was, measuring. Anyhow, there you have it.